institutions, primarily the universities and also the churches, and I put that in quotation so we can cover a little more than the Christian religious background. Knowledge institutions of our society do not offer knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong, virtue and vice to the public. They do not offer it as knowledge. It is not a part of testable cognitive content of any recognized area of scholarship or practice. Now, perhaps I can nail that down just by saying that if you were teaching and you were to ask a question about what is good or evil, right or wrong, obligatory to do or not to do, you would not be able to grade the student on the answer. And if you did grade the student and the student didn't like your grade, they could appeal that up the line. And eventually, if they were persistent, it would wind up in the courts. And perhaps as it went up the line, your dean or your administrator might say to you, now, Mr., Mrs., Professor, whatever, we of course know that it's wrong to run over children in the street with your automobile by choice. We know that's wrong. Or to kick a baby through a goalpost just to hear it flop. We of course know that that's wrong, but we mustn't impose our views on our students with reference to moral issues. Now, I'm pausing just to ask you to think about that. I'm trying to make it as concrete as possible. What does it mean that moral knowledge has disappeared from our culture? It means that the institutions of knowledge cannot present moral truth or ethical truth, because the moral life has to do with choices that we make. And those choices have to do with the kind of people we become. And the kind of people we become is not a matter that is indifferent to us or to others. You're in the realm of fact already when you get into morality, because morality has to do with life. So we can't dispense with it. We can't just say, well, we'll check out. I quit engaging in moral feeling, in moral judgment, in moral beliefs. You can't do that. No one can. So now we have to think about the significance that, with all of that true, moral knowledge is set aside. I make a point, especially if I have a large freshman class, of starting out by talking to them about knowledge. The way I go about it is to say, why are we doing this? Why are we here? Why are you paying money? And engaging yourself for some lugubrious evenings setting up, studying obscure texts. Why are you doing that? You might be surprised how long it takes to get around to knowledge. Knowledge is scary. People are frightened of knowledge because they think it will pin them down. That's because knowledge involves truth. And the truth will not only set you free, it will make you flee. It's scary. Now, it's scary, again, because of its reality in life.
So Jesus was saying to those Jews who had believed him, "If you continue in my word, Then you are truly disciples of mine, and you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. They answered him, We are Abraham's descendants, and have never yet been enslaved to anyone. How is it that you say you will become free? Jesus answered them, Truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who commits sin is the slave of sin. John 8:32-34. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all the truth. For he will not speak on his own initiative, but whatever he hears, he will speak, and he will disclose to you what is to come. John 16:13. Jesus said to him, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. John 14:6.